Okay, guys, welcome back to this is episode 6 of the Everyday Podcast, and this one's gonna be a chill one. The topic of this episode, and I usually have my Rode mic, but we're going through some technical difficulties with that one. So thanks Spotify for the hookup, because I can still record. And this episode is going to be about the Lizzo concert, guys. Let me freaking tell you how amazing that freaking concert was. Like, just overly exerted with just great vibes, great energies. Everyone around me was super, super cool. And something dope happened during this concert. So let me give you all a backstory. So I've seen Lizzo twice now. This was my second time going to see her, and the first time I saw her was on her 2022 tour, when she did the special tour 2022, and I was with my ex. We went together. I didn't really feel like I had the best time, like, for me personally. Like, I enjoyed the music, the vibes. I enjoyed the atmosphere of just seeing Lizzo for the first time ever, but I didn't really feel like I had that good of a time. Like, I feel like I was there supporting someone else's time, I feel like I was there supporting my ex's time. I didn't feel like I was there supporting my own time, because, quite frankly, we were up in the level 300 section, and I didn't want to be that high up. I knew that how much I loved Lizzo and how much I wanted this experience, that I wanted to be a little bit closer to the stage, but obviously that wasn't the case, and we went anyway. And yeah, I really just didn't want, I knew that I wanted the experience that I wanted, and I put it out there. I was like, please, if she comes back again, I will buy the tickets for where I want to be for me, and not force that experience upon anyone else, because sometimes things are just moments are meant to happen by yourself. And so a couple weeks go by after the tour is done. Sorry, y'all, I'm also recording visuals at the same time, so it's like I'm trying to do better with recording visuals and like making eye contact. Okay, back to the scheduled program. So a couple weeks after the tour had ended, she announced on Instagram that she was going to come back to Chicago to do another special tour performance. First of all, in that moment, I was just like, oh my God, she's coming back for me. Like, even though she was coming back for everyone else, but it was everything that I was feeling in the moment sorry, hold on. Gotta get some water. It was everything I was feeling in that moment, that, like, the moment of I didn't get the experience that I wanted. It wasn't the energy that I was looking for, and it was like, this is my second chance to get everything that I wanted the first time, and now I can experience it how I probably should have experienced it all along, which was by myself. So come March, it's my birthday, I was like, you know what, I'm pulling the trigger. I spent like $300 after Ticketmaster tax. We hate Ticketmaster tax. First of all, I spent like $300 after Ticketmaster tax, and I bought a pit seat. So, like, general admission floor seat, no actual seating. I was hyped. I've never been on the floor for any concert experience before, outside of Lollapalooza, but like, this was like a legit concert, where it's like there is options to choose outside of floor seats. Lollapalooza is like everyone's on the floor, so it's not really like the same vibe, but yeah. And ever since I bought the ticket, it's like months will go by where I would just be like, I would forget, and I would remember, and then I would forget again, and then I would hear a Lizzo song at the gym, like, oh my gosh, like, counting down the days. So fast forward to the day before the concert. I knew I wanted to make a poster, because at the Lizzo concert, at the end, before she does, sorry about my voice, y'all. My voice has been acting a little off yesterday and today when I woke up, but we're here. I knew that I wanted to make a poster because the last 3 songs of her set in between, she takes time, in between when she does naked, she takes time to acknowledge all the posters that are made, and like she'll like interact with the people who've made the poster. Oh my gosh, y'all. So I knew I wanted to make a poster, and I knew that I wanted to make a catchy poster, something that I didn't have to make up, something that I knew would get her attention. So I told my mom, I was like, Mom, I need some help with making this poster because it needs to pop, it needs to be amazing, and it needs to stand out. Like, it needs to be truthful, it needs to stand out, and it needs to get her attention, because I swear if Lizzo reads my poster, I'm gonna faint. Like, I'm going to faint. I'm gonna be shaking in my boots. I am not gonna know how to act if like she reads my poster and like it acknowledges me, you know? And we sat down, we spent like 2 hours making this poster, and get ready for this, y'all. So the phrase that I knew from the get-go that I wanted to use for my poster was something around the lines of, last time I saw you, I was with my ex, like up in the nosebleeds. 2023 tour, I'm single by myself in the pit, like here with you, like something along those lines. Because it's like, one, it's the truth, like, you know. 2, it's super catchy. 3, like, that was guaranteed to get her attention 100%. Like, if she saw that, she would 100, I knew she 100%, if she saw that, she would be like, wait, what? Like, we need to dive into this. And so that was what we did. We spent 2 hours trying to stencil out different patterns, different designs on my iPad for how we wanted it to look out. Like, this was a whole entire production making this poster. We spent literally 2 hours. By the time we were done making the poster, we had like an hour and a half until we had to leave to head to the concert. And it came out freaking great. And guess what? The whole entire night during the concert, I was waiting for the perfect moment, because everyone was just like, wait a minute, like your poster says what? And I was like, and I showed them, they're like, dude, that is amazing, that is like genius, that is like, that's authentic, that is like, that's perfect. Like, no one, like, there's no way you can make that up. Like, no one would like there's no way that she's not going to see this, you know? And thankfully, like, I'm sad I didn't get none of the people's Instagrams around me in the pit. So if y'all magically in the universe, if y'all see this episode, I love y'all, because y'all gassed me up the whole entire night. You guys were there. You guys were supportive of just like my mission of trying to get Lizzo's attention, and like every single moment that would pass by, they would be like, oh, put up the poster. And I was like, no, I have to wait. Like, this is like, it's not the moment yet. Like, she's not gonna acknowledge it. Like, she may see it, but she's not gonna acknowledge it, you know? Like, there's a right time, you know, during the concert where she acknowledges all the posters. So I'm waiting, and I'm recording awesome, like, amazing videos. Okay, yeah, first of all. Second of all, videos are coming later on my socials from the concert. You know, I'm editing a cool video together right now, so hopefully Lizzo can see the video. Hopefully, we're gonna manifest that. But I waited, and the time came where she started acknowledging all the posters, and I was in the upper right part of the stage. So I was right where the corner where the stage and the catwalk started. So it's like, cause 80% of the concert, she's on the main part of the stage. So it's like, it's cool to be at the end of the catwalk, but it's like, she goes out there and comes back, goes out there and comes back. But it's like 80% of the concert happens right on the stage. So I got like right in front of me the whole entire time. I got great video. And the time had came where she went on the catwalk, she did naked, she did her sitting down on her couch performance, and then she started acknowledging posters. And I promise you guys, when this time came, I'm pretty sure like my heart kept skipping a beat like the whole entire time. I felt very like okay guys, like is it just me or is it getting hot in here? Like because I knew the moment was gonna come. I knew that the moment that I wanted, the moment that my mom helped me create, the moment that I needed was gonna come. And like, y'all may not be this, you know, in love or just with moments like that with a celebrity or with an artist or with anyone, but if it's someone who you like truly love in the music industry and someone who is just a great genuine person, and someone like Lizzo is freaking gorgeous, like Lizzo is hot, like I don't care what nobody says, Lizzo is, yeah, she speaks for herself. Lizzo is Lizzo, and there's no way, there's nothing left to say about that, you know. So it's like I was starstruck seeing her that close up. Like I'm making eye contact with you. Like I'm here, you know? And the second song of her set, she was like literally right in front of me. And I was recording video and I was going in, I was rapping back, like singing the song, and then I had waved at her and I was like recording, and she literally went like this. She was like, and then she waved right at me, guys. When I tell you, in that moment I almost fainted after I was done recording. It was a moment. It was a moment. It was a moment. It was truly a moment. And so back to the poster thing. So someone else from her previous concert tour made a big poster saying, Lizzo designed my next tattoo. And it was a little square box where she could, you know, draw something on there or design her next tattoo. So knowing Lizzo, she put a whole bunch of lipstick on and she kissed it for her to get, and then she signed it for her to get a tattoo of her lips somewhere, like just anywhere. And the girl said she was gonna get it on her butt, like just somewhere in the butt area she was gonna get the tattoo. Well, obviously she got the tattoo and the concert tour was over, but then she announced the second location to come back to Chicago again. So I don't know, I forgot where she said she traveled from, but she came back to this tour with a mini Polaroid picture of the tattoo, where it was at, like on like her side of her butt, with like a handwritten letter. And she had this beautiful like cloth little pull out scroll looking thing, or it looked more like a scarf, but it wasn't a scarf. And it says, Lizzo, I got the tattoo. So obviously she acknowledged and she was like, wait, what? Like, you got the tattoo? And then she's like, you designed my tattoo like at your like at your last show. And then she pulled up the photo, and then she was like, do you have the picture like of like where the tattoo is at? She's like, I have a Polaroid. She's like, I got it. And then she showed it. They showed it on the camera, guys. They showed it on the camera, and it was freaking amazing. And shout out to her husband, because her husband was gassing her up, cheering her on, jumping. He was her biggest cheerleader. And Lizzo was like, and who is this guy next to you? And he was just like, I'm her motherfucking husband. Like, and then the crowd went crazy, bro. Lizzo dropped to the floor. She literally passed out. She dropped to the floor because she was crying and laughing so much. The video, she just posted it on her Instagram page. Like, so shout out to them, because he's lucky as hell because he is on Lizzo's Instagram page from the concert. You know, so if y'all want to see this video, go to Lizzo Be Eaten, yeah, and you'll see the video there. It's hilarious. It's awesome. So that was the first encounterment that she made for acknowledging the posters. And then the second one that she acknowledged was this girl had brought her resume and told her about just like her experiences with traveling around to her concerts, because she's just such like a big Lizzo supporter. And she had her resume laminated and Lizzo took it. So it's like a moment right there already. So then she starts panning over to the left of the stage. She reads another poster, and after she read this one poster where it's like, Lizzo, can you sign my bag? So Lizzo has a song called Hold My Bag, Bitch, but it's not called Hold My Bag, but it's like the main verse in the song, and she pulls out like a little tiny bag. So this fan brought this little tiny bag for Lizzo to sign, and then Lizzo was like, why y'all always be bringing nice stuff to my concerts and then always want me to sign it? Like, can I have this bag? Because like it was such a nice little small bag, but she signed it anyway, obviously. And then as she kept panning over to the left after that girl, I was right behind her. And when I tell you, everyone around me started jumping and pointing at my poster, calling Lizzo's name. So Okay, this is the moment, guys. This is the moment that I got to talk to Lizzo, okay? So she reads my poster, and the poster said Lizzo in beautiful lettering on the front. It said Lizzo, and it said 2022, I was up top with my ex. And they had a little arrow pointing up, and I put like the level that I was sitting in. And then it said, this time I'm, and then I put single down the side. So it said, this time I'm, and then an arrow pointing to the single with you in the pit. And then on the other side it said tour 2023. So, but you could tell because she read it. She said Lizzo, and then she said 2022. And let me tell y'all, mind everything else. My mom is here. She bought a ticket the day of to sit in the level 100 section and wanted to like just be here for this moment, just to have a great time by herself and just like witness me talking to Lizzo. Like, cause we manifested that. We knew that it was gonna happen. So I'm looking at Lizzo, holding my poster, watching her read my sign. Meanwhile, Lizzo's here, right? In front of me, right? Right next to her in the back distance, I see my mom jumping up and screaming because at this moment, she read it. And then the camera guy, when she was like, wait, what? And she wanted to continue reading it, she was reading it in her head. The cameraman put my poster on the screen. And then that's when my mom started going crazy. He put the poster on the screen, and then she was just like, 2022, you were up top with your ex. And she was like, okay, I need you to explain this poster. Y'all, I think I like died and came back, because right when she said that, the cameraman came and pointed the camera right at me with the poster and me in the screen, and then another guy came and put a microphone just like this, put a mic in my face, and I was shaking because I'm like, one, I've never spoken in front of this many people before. Like, this is a sold out stadium, this is a sold out United Center, like thousands and thousands of people. And out of all the other interactions, like while she was still playing music, while she was reading other people's posters, when she got to mine, I promise you, like the music stopped. Like the music was like very low, and then it just went mute. Like the whole stadium got quiet. Everyone was looking at me. I had thousands of eyes just staring at me from the pit, from looking at me on the screen. And Lizzo is just talking to me, and I grabbed the mic and I said, 2022, on your last tour, I was up top with my ex because she didn't want to be down here in the pit. And now, a year later, I'm single and I am living my best life, and I am in the pit here with you enjoying this experience. And everyone literally started clapping. Lizzo started clapping, and she just gave me some kind words. Like, you don't ever think that you're gonna get that kind of experience, like in those kind of words from an artist at their concert. You know, maybe if you see them out in public, maybe, but at the concert, she looked at me and she was just like, enjoy every moment of this. Enjoy you, enjoy your life, enjoy this experience, enjoy this moment that you're in. Like, enjoy all of it, you know, because that speaks volumes for me to even be able to put that like on a poster for like, that's like something that's my life. That's something that happened to me, and to be vulnerable about it, to be like, look, last year I was up top with someone who I'm no longer with and was not with at the moment when we went to the concert. And now, full circle, I'm here living in the moment that I wanted all along, you know? So it was great. It was great. I was shaking. My life was complete at that moment, like for that category of just like a concert experience, you know? And we for the manifest this next, because this podcast, I hope somehow God puts it out there in her space for her to hear this episode of the podcast. And we're going to manifest that Lizzo is going to be on an episode of my podcast. We are going to talk, even if it's a short little 20-minute, 30-minute conversation. I would love to just like share another moment, another full circle moment with her. And anything's possible. You never know, and Lizzo being the person she is, you never know. So we're gonna put that out there, that's gonna happen. I put it on my little board. This is my little vision goal board in the back. So we're gonna put that out there that it's gonna happen. But outside of that, yeah, guys, that's my Lizzo concert experience. I knew that I wanted to come on here and just talk about that because that was a moment to talk about. That was a moment that I didn't think I was gonna get, and it was absolutely amazing. So that's all I got. And this episode is gonna be called "It's About Last Night" because she has a song called "It's About Damn Time." So it's about last night. And let's just appreciate this concert t-shirt. Like, look at her. Like, she is serving on this shirt. It says Lizzo. It's got her right here in the front. It's got the concert cities in the back. Like, and I've never really bought concert t-shirts before. So shout out to my mom for buying this concert t-shirt for me and surprising me with it because it's the best shirt. And I knew that I needed to record an episode wearing the shirt, recording visuals, showing off the shirt. So that's all I got. This episode was a good one, and I hope y'all enjoyed it. I hope this words of wisdom, words of affirmation to put out the things that you want to do and be delusional about it. Anything is possible. Anything can happen any moment that you want to happen in your life can happen if you manifest it and stick to it and live in the moment. Because if I would have never went to that concert, I would have never got this moment. If I would have never went to the concert and made the poster, that moment would have never happened. So yeah, just do you. Don't let anybody tell you what you should do with your moments in your life, and don't let negativity from a moment that you had happen to you, don't let somebody try and take that away from you just because of the place that they're in, So that's all I got. This episode will be uploaded later on in the week, probably Monday. And once again, to all the viewers who watch these episodes, I love y'all. I wouldn't be here without you guys, and that's how you guys keep the podcast growing. And for anyone who is new, hi, welcome to the Everyday Podcast by yours truly, Christopher Charles. And yeah, I hope you guys love it. And I'm always open for feedback. And I'm always open for anyone to come on here to be on the podcast and just get down to the nitty about life in general and anything. So yeah, that's all I got for you guys today. Peace.